What's up, family, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I'll be sharing with you how to start a profitable foodstuff business online. Thinking about starting a foodstuff business is really a nice one because this is a very profitable business. Think about it. On a daily basis you buy foodstuff, okay, like every day you buy foodstuff, either raw, cooked, processed. When I talk about people that have made money with foodstuff business, the first person that should come to your mind, the very first person that should come to your mind is Aliko Dangote. That was how he started. How do you think he started? How do you think he became the richest man, not just in Nigeria, but the richest man in Africa? He started by selling grains. He started by selling foodstuff. So foodstuff is a very profitable business that anybody can go into, and if you follow the right process or you know the right things to do at a particular time, you're definitely going to make money with this line of business. Of course, you can start small and you can start large. So there is no like an estimated amount of money that you need to start up a foodstuff business. You cannot compare the profit that somebody that started a foodstuff business with 50,000 naira compared to that of a person that started with ₦1 million. You cannot compare the profit. Of course, this person will be ahead, but with time, if the person that started with 50,000 naira knows his or her ways around it, knows how to get from good suppliers, know how to get this foodstuff from suppliers at cheaper rates, he will in no time catch up with the person that started with 500 to 1 million naira. So before I go into the things you need to do, the necessary things you need to put in place to start up a profitable foodstuff business online, if you're just coming across my channel, I am Onyomura, a content creator based in Justin, Nigeria, and here in this channel I create content about starting a profitable online business, growing your business online. I also go in depth with importation business, exportation, affiliate marketing, and different ways you can leverage to make money online. So if you're looking into starting an online business or you're looking into gaining from different online businesses, you're definitely in the right channel and you're watching the right video. So all you need to do right away is to click on the red subscribe button down below, and don't forget, turn on your bell notification so that whenever I upload videos, you'll be among the first to get notified. Also, if you find this video helpful or you already love the content of this video, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. This is how you help the video do better here on YouTube. Share this video with family and friends, and then without much ado, let's dive into the video of today. Just as I said earlier, I'll be sharing with you how to start a profitable foodstuff business online. Now I'll be focusing more on those that want to start this line of business and they want to do it online, because some people have been asking me, oh, I'm into selling of foodstuff, I sell crayfish, I sell snails and the rest of them. How can I get more buyers? How can I get more customers? How can I use the internet space or the online space to get more sale and eventually go into exportation of this foodstuff? So if you're among any category of those people, this video is for you. Ensure you watch to the very end. Starting an online foodstuff business is something that you can do, just that there are things you need to put in place. There are some things you need to do. There are some things you need to be aware of. So the first thing you need to do if you wish to start selling foodstuff online is to go ahead and create a brand name for yourself. Create a brand name for your business and also a brand logo. Like, this is very, very important. You'll be wondering, what do you mean create a brand name? I'm asking of how to start selling online. Yes, if you want to start selling online, you have to build your brand first and foremost. You need to build your brand. You need to have a name online for you to start making money online. You get what I'm saying? So you need a brand name. You also need a brand logo. This is your starting point. Like, this is the first point. This is the first thing you need to do. So go ahead and start thinking of different names that are related to your name and at the same time is related to food. Combine the two together, carve out a name for your brand, carve out a name for your business. Also, you can go ahead to create a brand logo for your business. If you don't know how to do that, there are videos here on YouTube that will help you create a unique brand logo for your business. Okay, so this is very, very important. It will give your business a name on the internet space. Remember, there are thousands and one business on the internet. There are thousands and one business online. So if you don't have a brand name, you are like nobody on the online space. So you need to create your brand name and then a brand logo for your business. After you must have done this, the next thing you need to do, and this next point is very, very important, you need to go ahead and register your business name. Now I said register your business name because at least this is the cheapest you can do. This is the starting point for you. Just go ahead and register your business name. Even if you don't have the money to register as a company, registering your business name alone will help you secure your brand name. Think about it. You just go ahead to start your foodstuff business online and you don't have a registered business name. Let's say in the next 6 months, in the next 3 months, or in the next month, this business of yours becomes something very big. People are beginning to hear about this business. People know your business. And remember, you did not register your business name. Now, when you finally go to register your business name with the CAC, which is the Corporate Affairs Commission, and you go there and find out that that name has already been taken or the name has already been registered by another business owner, what do you think will happen? To take you back to square one. Remember, your business is already here and you're thinking of going to register your business at that point, and you go there, the name has already been taken. Remember, you did not secure it at the first place. That name is already taken. Because let me tell you something for sure, new businesses are coming up every blessed day. Just go and Google it. You'll see how many businesses are popping out every month. It will shock you. So all I'm asking you to do right now is, once you have your brand name, you have your brand logo, please go ahead and register your business name. It is not that expensive at all. And I have a video here on this channel. I will link it up here, or you watch the video at the end of this one, how to register your business name. You can do that online. Like, you don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to visit anybody. You can register your business name yourself from the comfort of your home with your phone or with your laptop, and you are good to go. So please put this into consideration. Not just in foodstuff business, any business at all you're thinking of starting, registering your brand name now is very, very important. So the next thing you have to do after you must have created a brand name for yourself, you've registered your business name, is to go ahead and have an online presence. This is very, very important because you cannot come out from the blues and start selling online. You need to have an online presence, and these people you have as your followers online are your first potential customers. They are your first potential client. So before you go ahead to start posting anything, so you need to have an online presence. Like, I cannot go onto Instagram and start posting food when I have just about 50 followers on Instagram. Of course, you can start from there, but what I am telling you now is that if you want your brand to grow fast, you want to start making money ASAP, you need to go and ensure that your online presence is that good. You need to go and check your online presence. You need to go create a Facebook business page specifically for your foodstuff business. You need to go create an Instagram business page specifically for your stuff business. Also make use of your WhatsApp business. It will help you more in this line of business. You get what I'm saying? So in essence, all I'm saying in this point number 3 is that you need to have an online presence. This is very, very important because your followers there are your first potential client. They are your first potential customers. Next thing you need to do is to know who are your target audience. Okay, who are your target audience? Who do you wish to start selling foodstuff to? Just as I said earlier, I'll be focusing on selling online, okay, within Nigeria before exporting outside Nigeria. Because if you're looking into starting exporting foodstuff outside Nigeria, it would be better for you to have a base here in the country. You already experienced in this line of business, you already know 1 or 2 in this line of business, so that when you eventually start exporting this foodstuff, you already know how to communicate with your customers, with your foreign customers. You already know how to get this foodstuff at good prices and quality one from suppliers. So you're already used to the process. That is why it is very, very important for you to start within your space, to start basically within your country. Now, knowing your target audience to help you know the type of foodstuff to start selling, because you cannot just wake up one day and start selling everything you see around. Like, you're selling rice, you're selling beans, you're selling other grains, you're selling vegetables. Like, you'll be a kind of overwhelmed and you wouldn't know your left and right in this line of business. Of course, maybe in the future you can combine all of this, but you are just starting, and maybe you are a one-man business, you're starting as a one-man business, you need to know who your first target audience are, who your first target customers are. This will help you select the right kind of foodstuff to start selling. It will help you know what are the needs of this your target audience. What is it that you know or you feel that they need, that they don't have in abundance? What are their needs? And it will help you satisfy this need. This is how you become successful in your foodstuff business. Let me take myself for example again. I am based in Jos City, Nigeria. Okay, if you don't know that, I am based in Jos City, Nigeria. And here on the plateau, we have foodstuff like grains. We have grains ranging from millet, corn, acha, and the rest of them. We also have other foodstuff like veggies, the tomatoes, onions, carrots, cucumber, watermelon, and all of that here in abundance on the Jos Plateau. I know these are the food commodities I have at hand. These are the food commodities I have easy access to. Now I sat down to think about it. Who are my target audience? If these are the food commodities I want to sell, if these are the food commodities I have easy access to, who then are my target audience? This brought me to the realization that my target audience are people in the east and people in the southern part of Nigeria, also people in the western part of Nigeria. Think about it. If you're somebody that's staying in the western part of Nigeria, places like Lagos or Osun or Oyo, you know that most of the vegetables you consume or most of the vegetable you eat, ranging from tomato, onions, Irish, watermelon, and all of them, they all come from the north. Those in the east, it also applies. Most of the vegetables and the grains you see, most of them come from the north. Now I already know my target market, my target audience. If I want to start selling this foodstuff, my target audience are those in the south, those in the west, and those in the east. These are my target audience. It will help me know their need. What do these people need the most? They need things like tomatoes, they need things like watermelon, they need things like acha, and the rest of them, and I have it here. I know these are my target audience, and this is what I can offer to help satisfy their need. This is how you become successful, or this is how I will become successful in my line of business. If you don't know, I am into this business. That is why most of the things I'm saying here are from personal experience. Like, I've been into foodstuff business for a while now, and this is our target season, which is the festive season, where we have to send vegetables ranging from carrots, cucumbers, and the rest of them, and also tomatoes. If you're in need of any of this foodstuff ranging from vegetables like carrots, cucumbers, cabbage, you know, all the things we have here on the Jos Plateau, also grains like acha, millet, maize, and the rest of them, I sell this particular type of foodstuff. Either you want to resell or you just want to buy for your consumption, you and your family consumption, you can contact me, send me an email. My email will be down in the description box of the video. So the next thing you need to do is to understand where to get this foodstuff from. Where do you buy this foodstuff? Okay, I know my target audience. I know my target audience are people in the west, people in the south, people in the east. I know these are my target audience, and I don't do the farming myself. So where do I get this foodstuff from? Of course, you need to go visit the local farmers in the village. This is where you get foodstuff in different quantities you want, and you get different varieties you want. As a foodstuff vendor or as a foodstuff seller, you don't just go into a local market around you and start buying to package for your customers. No, you might be getting it at a bit more expensive rate, or you might not be getting the best of the best. But if you go visit these farmers, they'll tell you, okay, these are the organic ones, and this particular one we use fertilizer to farm them. That is why they are looking the way they are looking. You get what I'm saying? You go directly to the source. If you know you cannot visit this local farm, we have distributors that go buy from the villages and are distributing to wholesalers. These are the people you buy from. So if you're somebody based in the riverine area, I know what we get from those areas are things like crayfish, snails, fishes, and the rest of them. Know where to get this commodity you're selling at cheaper prices. Okay, this will help you beat the other prices in the market. This will help you sell at cheaper prices even to your customers, and of course, sell cheaper, they will always come back to buy from you. So it is very, very important. The next thing you need to put in place is you need to know that foodstuff are seasonal. Like, you don't get foodstuff, a particular foodstuff, in the same quantity throughout the year. So the next point is that you need to know that foodstuff are seasonal. You don't get a particular type of foodstuff or a particular commodity in the same quantity all through the year. They are seasonal, so you need to plan well. This is the food commodity I get during the dry season. This is the one I get in abundance during the wet season. This is where I feel business planning should come in for your foodstuff business. You need to plan, okay, these are the foodstuff I have during the season. These are the ones that are out of the market during this particular season, so that if you have extra resources or extra money saved out somewhere, you can buy a particular foodstuff, or you can buy foodstuff that are in bulk during their season. You buy them in bulk and then you store them, so that when they are out of the market or when the supply is less in the market, you can bring out yours and sell with up to like 5 to 10 times profit, depending on the particular type of foodstuff. So you need to be very, very strategic as a foodstuff seller. You don't get foodstuff all through the year in the same quantity. You need to plan very well and understand that these foodstuff are seasonal. So the next thing you need to do is to set up your online foodstuff store. Okay, you're trying to sell this foodstuff online. You need to create an online platform where people can come visit and see the type of foodstuff you have, and if they are good with it, if they are okay with it, they go ahead and make purchase online. You are selling online, remember, this is where I'm focusing now. As an online food vendor, you need an online platform. You need something like an e-commerce platform, an e-commerce website that will help showcase your foodstuff to people out there, not just your business pages. You need a store where people can come place order directly and order for any particular kind of foodstuff they want. So you need an online space for your online foodstuff business. This will help you even if you eventually start your exportation business. You already have an online presence where your foreign customers can visit. So you need a website. Now, if you don't have the resources to go create a professional website for yourself, you can make use of the WhatsApp e-commerce store. That's a good one. Other companies are using it. Big companies out there are using it. You can use it as well to your own advantage. It is free of charge, like you are not paying a dime for it. And here in this channel, I have a video that will guide you through the necessary process you need to take in order to create your own WhatsApp e-commerce store. Although if you go to your Play Store, it's now called the Vipa app, but it's still the same thing. So all I'm saying here is that you need a website for your business. You need a website for your online business where people will visit to see what you have, and if they are okay with it, they go ahead and place their order. Remember, you're selling online, you're an online vendor, so I don't think you can do without a website to showcase your business. The next point is to set your prices and payment option. Also, you can do this with the WhatsApp e-commerce store. You can do this with your WhatsApp e-commerce website. It will help you set up your prices and different payment options. There are different payment options here on the WordHash app, like the floater wave payment option, the Stripe payment option, the pay later payment option that will help your customer pay after they have maybe received their goods or received their foodstuff, depending on what you want. So the WhatsApp e-commerce store have the floater wave payment option, it has the Stripe payment method, it also have the pay later and has pay stack, and my favorite of all time is the pay later and then pay stack. So it depends on how you want to sell, it depends on how your business is running. You can choose any of these payment options. So the next point on my list is to choose a transportation model. Now you're selling online, what means of transportation do you wish to use to start shipping this foodstuff to your customers? Okay, what means of transportation? Do you wish to use the local buses that travel from one state to another, or you can also use logistic company like registered logistic companies that you can hold accountable whenever any of your foodstuff gets missing, or whenever any of your commodity gets missing or something fishy happen. You can hold this logistic company accountable if they are registered. So it's very, very important for you to consider all of these before choosing a transportation model or a transportation means for your foodstuff business. Think about it. If you go ahead and use these normal local buses around, the luxurious buses, some of them are not registered, or some of them you cannot hold them accountable if anything gets missing. But if you use the normal logistic companies like the GIG Logistic and the rest of them, you already know that if something goes missing, you can hold this company accountable, and they'll help you find whatever is missing or mend whatever has gone wrong. So my next point is that you need to package your foodstuff very, very well. Okay, packaging, just as I always say here on this channel, packaging will help sell your product or anything at all you're selling, sometimes more than the product itself. There are people that are so addicted to good packaging, like they love good packaging. And if you know how to package your foodstuff properly, remember you're selling foodstuff, your packaging has to be neat, it has to be appeasing to the eye, your packaging has to look good. You're selling foodstuff, you can look for these Ziploc bags and use them to package your foodstuff in kilograms. You can package in 1 kg, 2 kg, 5 kg, 10 kg, depending on the orders you're getting. So your packaging matters a lot. You need to look into it as well. If you have the resources, you can go ahead to create your own label for your business. Remember, you already have your brand name and have a label for your business, so that whenever you package, you can cover it up with your labeling. All I'm saying in essence here is that packaging is very, very important. You need to look into your packaging if you want to do well in your business, if you want to sell more of your foodstuff, especially when you think of start selling outside the shores of Nigeria. Remember, they love packaging. You need to learn now to start packaging your foodstuff very, very well, to start having that attractive and very neat packaging for your foodstuff business. Last point here is that you need to be customer friendly. You need to have this good relationship with your customers. Remember that these customers can either bring you more customers, or they'll shut down the ways of you getting more customers from their ends. So if you have this good relationship with your customers, they'll always refer your store, they'll always refer people to your store. Whenever somebody around them is looking for any kind of foodstuff that you're selling, they'll always mention your name. They'll always direct that person to your store or to your social media platform, so that that person can go check out what you have. So it is very, very important to have a good customer relationship. Remember that people are visiting your store, and if they come to your store and they see positive review, of course they'll be prompted to buy from you. Of course they'll have this confidence that okay, you can be trusted, they'll go ahead and buy from you. All I'm saying here is you need to have good relationship with your customers. Don't just say, okay, this customer already bought from me, you shut that one down. No, that customer can come tomorrow, come next tomorrow, and come even next year, and that customer can bring more potential customers to your store. So having a good customer relationship is a must do. You must do it. You must have that attitude to relate well with your customer. To an extent, it determines the success of your business, because you are just starting, okay? You are just starting. You have not reached the height of the Aliko Dangotes and the rest of them, where if we buy, we don't buy, you are still going to sell. So you're just starting. You need this customer's relationship to build your brand and to build your business. So if you like this video to this point, please go ahead, give this video a thumbs up, share this video with family and friends, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.